of personal privilege.
Delegate has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, today is, and this month is Black History Month, and I would like to take the time to highlight some of the injustices, the gains, and the attacks that have taken place over just a couple decades and have had an impact on Black youth. Mr. Speaker, I'm here to do a truth report. And the truth is, Mr. Speaker, sometimes we can't breathe. We can't breathe because reaching for your wallet can be life-ending, Ahmaud Diallo, or even cashing a check, Yvonne Smallwood. We can't breathe because waiting for a tow truck could be a death sentence, Corey Jones, or even missing a stop sign, Sandra Bland. We can't breathe, Mr. Speaker, because a walk to the store could be our last, Mike Jones, Mike Brown. Even if we're just out to get a snack, Trayvon Martin. A simple jog could be too much, Mr. Speaker, Ahmaud Arbery. We can't breathe. When having a cell phone may get you shot 20 times, Stephon Clark, or a broken brake light will get you 8 shots, Walter Scott. Sleeping in your own bed can get you another 8, Breonna Taylor. Mr. Speaker, these aren't stories from long, long ago. These aren't the stories of segregation that my grandparents told me about. These aren't the stories of redlining and civil rights and the war on drugs that my parents told me about. These are some of the stories that sadly will be told to the next generation. Growing up in the age of tech and social media has been a blessing and a curse. Black children under 13 are almost twice as likely to die by suicide than their white peers. Black youth are at a higher risk of depression, anxiety, and other mental health disorders than their non-Black peers. The CDC reported that suicide is increasing at a faster rate for Black youth than it is for any other racial or ethnic group. Mr. Speaker, we are combating hopelessness in my generation. Hopelessness in our government, hopelessness in our healthcare system, hopelessness in our education system, and hopelessness in our society. Even right here in our Commonwealth, there has been attacks on our history, a major defunding of public schools that we're still trying to get right. And this time last year, our HBCUs were under constant threats of bombing. However, Mr. Speaker, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. For today, Black youth across the nation is fighting back against hate, like my brothers out in Tennessee, Justin Jones and Justin Pearson, in their state house, Congressman Maxwell Frost or Mayor Philip Jones. Mr. Speaker, the Black youth is running for office and winning, breaking barriers in so many endeavors like Gabby Douglas, Dorian Finney-Smith, Chris Brown, and LaShawn Merritt, to name a few, and we're just getting started. Mr. Speaker, on this day in Black History Month, I have the honor to serve under the first Black Speaker of the House and the privilege to serve in the largest legislative Black caucus in recent history. So, Mr. Speaker, I'll start my closing by saying thank you. Thank you to those who came before us, giving us big shoes to fill and paving the way. And let me remind all of us that it is our duty in this body first to remember the injustices, the gains and the attacks that have happened over the centuries. And second is to have the courage to act, to bring forth legislation to try to undo some of the wrongs that have been made in the past. Mr. Speaker and members of the House, the Black youth are watching. And I will leave this message for them. You are enough. You have not been forgotten. You are the change that you're waiting to see. So find your passion and go for it. Be the captain of your own ship, because there is still history yet to be made. So thank you, Mr. Speaker, and happy Black History Month.